I feel comfortable here. I feel like I can talk to you.
This one's for the ladies out there because I love you very much.
Hello ladies, and welcome back to Safi Vlog. I am Sapphire Vonay and this is Safi Vlog. Today we are here to talk about heartbreak. My first and only heartbreak. But first, before I get into that, ladies, if you enjoy this channel or if I bring you any type of help or advice or entertainment, or if you like me just a little bit, make sure you guys click on that like button, on the subscribe, and the little bell notification so you know when I'm here to bother you. But until then, this is a story and more of a rant of the time that I had my heart broken. The year was 1985. All right, first and foremost, just a discretion. This was a very long time ago. I would say roughly 6 years ago. So all of the details that I'm gonna give are probably not 100% there. A little backstory about me. When I was in my 18 to 23 years of age, I created this this movement in New York City called The Grind, and it was an art movement. I was super into art. I love art. I love poetry. I love spoken word. I like words. And I liked putting and bringing people together. So around the age of 18 to 19, I started doing these very small events in a church, in the basement of a church, which was basically an open mic. At some point, it got bigger and bigger and bigger. I used to do spoken word poetry. I used to go to a lot of colleges in New York City and perform motivational poetry. At one of these motivational poetry, and I used to also write about being gay or whatever, I met a certain someone and I got into a very long relationship, a very deep relationship with this person. Now, it was, like I said, I don't have all the details because I can't really remember everything so well, but it was a very toxic relationship, unfortunately, on both ends. I was very young, ambitious. I wanted all my brain power and my mind and my time to be on what I was doing, which was my event company, performing, putting events together. And, you know, my partner had like a completely different personality type than I did. I was much calmer. She was more aggressive. I was water. She was fire. We came from different spectrums of the world, or whatever you want to call it. Not bringing up zodiac signs because I'm not even going to get into that. That will be another video. So make sure you guys subscribe if you want to see anything about zodiac signs, which I know nothing about. Anyway, we got into a very long relationship. I grew with her. We ended up loving each other very deeply, and obviously I was young or whatnot, but I do feel like it was love. I grew with my company, both with her. She was very helpful within the organization itself, and we were very, very in love until like 2, 3, almost to the end of it. There was just way too many fights going on, way too much anger, and I don't know, I think I was confused. I don't even think I wanted to be in that relationship anymore, but I was young and dumb, and you know, life itself. But so we came to a mutual term, where one day we're like, all right, you know what, like, we need to stop this. This relationship isn't working. However, and I do remember this clearly, I told her I would appreciate it if you didn't bring any women, at least to the place of business, which were my events, because I used to throw events a lot, frequently, and I still loved her. It was very recent. You know, let's respect each other and not bring anybody around. You don't bring any girls that you're talking to. I don't bring any girls that I'm talking to. Blah, blah, blah. Foreshadowing. So there was one particular event. This was very shortly after we had broken up or gone on break. I don't even know what the hell we were in. I had an all-female art event, and in this event, I was running around like crazy. When you're an event coordinator, and mostly on the day of the event, you're really busy. And she was also she helped during my events. So she came to the event was happening. My brain was solving a million issues and a million things at the same time. The event came out great. There were hundreds of girls there. It was fucking awesome. However, I remember seeing that day, she had come with a friend. Because I was so looking at everything else, and obviously I was working, I was busy, I wasn't really paying attention to anything else. I looked at the chick, I didn't think about anything. I'm just like, all right, whatever, I'm busy, I'm working, cool. Event happened, everyone left, it was great, it was good, we were happy, awesome. About a week and a half later, I had a friend who, or like an acquaintance, a business acquaintance, who was also throwing an event. He wanted our organization to sponsor him. Since I was the head of the organization, I basically had to go on stage and like talk about who we are and what kind of connection I had with the guy who was throwing the event. He's also a rapper. And on that day, basically it was like maybe 100 people, a lot of people that came out to that event. It was really cool. It was awesome. So I remember going in, it was just me, my other team member, and my ex. And we were all there, and I walked in. It was dark. Everyone was dancing. I was there for business. I was there to, show my support. I'm here as, the founder, blah, blah, blah. And I remember seeing my ex, and she had brought the same exact girl that was at the last event. And the chick, they were very, very oddly close to each other. And technically they were like making out. And girl, I tell you, when I saw that, my insides crumbled. And not in like a sad way. Like I was really I was livid, I was mad, I was so angry. Maybe it was because I loved the girl, and I felt like we had an agreement where it was in some sense kind of embarrassing. Like, it was kind of like a lack of respect, where it's like, I thought we spoke about this. Everyone here knows us as the power couple. No one even knew, because we kept our relationship, or tried to keep it as private as possible, but everybody knew we were together. So for her to do something like that was just like a stab in the heart, on top of the pain that already came from the breakup itself. It was a 4-year relationship. It was very long. It was very deep. It was very strong. So I remember the next day when I woke up, my heart literally felt like it was just clenched. Like literally, like the heart was there, and then there was needles, a million needles in your hand, and it was like my heart physically hurt, and I had never felt that ever in my life, ever. And I don't, at least with relationships, I've never felt that ever again after that situation. And I remember that night, like I had to literally, like obviously we had our argument or whatever then and there, where I brought her aside, and whoo, girl, I went all out. But I had to literally leave, and I just had to calm down, and I had to go back into the space in front of everyone and just basically act like none of this happened and just be like, oh, hey, my name is Raphael, and blah, blah, blah. It was definitely one of the hardest experiences, the hardest, not that hard anymore after, other shit happens, but it was definitely one of the worst experiences that I had when it comes to a relationship. My heart was broken that night. I felt betrayed. It's pretty bad. So yeah, it took a pretty long time to overcome that situation itself. And what I can say is that I distracted myself with work, thankfully, doing a lot more things, and it didn't motivate me to become a better person or to like work harder or whatnot. What I can definitely say is that, if you're going through heartbreak, or if your heart hurts because of somebody, mostly a relationship, because everything is different, like every scenario is different, but if you are definitely going through heartbreak, make sure you take the time to kind of like feel those feelings and then distract yourself with something positive. Don't go drinking your life away or turning to drugs to escape from it, because at the end of the day, it's not really going to actually help you out. At least, if you're doing something productive, like working out or working on something or creating a project, or even honestly going on a lot of dates. I'm not looking for maybe something serious, because I did take a long time to get into my next relationship after that relationship. I don't really like hopping between serious relationships. Obviously I went on a lot of dates, but I think it is good to meet new people, date around, girl, hoe out, go in your whole phase if you need to, because it's necessary for your brain to kind of get out of that. But yeah, guys, so that's my story on heartbreak. it sucks. I even wrote a poem about it. I think I'll put it, it's very short, but I'll leave it until after this. You guys can see some of my spoken word. It's kind of old. Obviously, it's after that happened. But maybe you'll like it. That's my story, guys, or my rant. You know, I like talk a lot. But if you like it, please, guys, leave a comment. Who broke your heart? Like, how did that feel? How did you get over it, man? We need this help when it comes to heartbreaks. And like, comment, subscribe, ladies, and I will see you guys next time. Make sure that you follow me on TikTok. I'm actually getting back on TikTok, so that's great. And on Instagram, I'm trying to get a little more active there too. So I will be seeing you guys very, very soon. Mwah. Make sure you subscribe.
This is for anyone who's ever had their heart broken. And to burying my past. Sapphire Vonnet. The day you broke my heart, I fell inside of it. The day you broke my heart, I woke from silencing my energy, my memories. The past are hovering and thundering. My clock it clashed so violently, lost sight of all the fight in me. So coolly show a bitch the castle you'd exit. When disrespecting myths, the image I now fit, and the silhouette you built, now covered in the filth of emotions that could kill. Cause we used to love like pills, and you gave it all away, just to show that you could play at a game I used to reign. Thought I'd crumble from the pain, thought I'd never get to see that in some ways I was freed. Cause I woke up in the light, spitting crazy poetry, and now I realize our time was nothing more than just a disguise. My vision's getting stronger, I can't deny. The pain you caused me just cannot define. The leader I created from your fire, 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 fire. The leader I created from this fire, 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 fire. The leader I created from your fire.